Alright, mini test 54.75. So, I told you I was going to do this, so yeah. So, first of all, as you can see, the CHBF1 stays, not surprising, but you might have already saw what's next to this. Which, all I gotta say is, I'm sorry, JJ Inc. 24. Wheelock AS24 1575. You might already know what I'm doing right here, so yeah. And then for the pull station, again, this is my Notifier NBG10, so yeah. Because, of course, I don't have an Edwards version of these, nor do I think I once saw one on eBay, but they're very, very, very hard to find, so I just went with this. What's ironic is this was made in 1996, and so was this, but this was made in 1994. But my Firelight BG10 was made in 1996 as well, so could have put in that here. Could have put a BG12 here. You know what I was trying to reference, and I didn't mean to do that. So the panel's the same, never changed, and the smoke. So they are both set on steady, which you already know why. Yes, I'm basically replicating JJ Inc. 24's system test 50. So this will be super loud. This is set on medium volume, and this is set at the highest tone. But despite this being on medium volume, this thing's totally going to drown this out. So, and you can already hear the fan, so I have my hearing protection because we're not using chimes anymore. Well, I mean, we got a loud device. You know what I mean. So, this is going to be quick. So, 3, 2, 1. Good golly, that thing is super duper loud. And it's on medium volume. If I put this on high volume, it would have totally drained this out. And I'm not going to do that because this thing is loud enough. The good old foot helps us here. Ooh. So there goes our peace and quiet. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep the coating, but I'm going to set this camera down because I'm going to go into the, what do you call it? I'm going to use a screwdriver because I can. I'm going to do the Wheelock AS and put it on low volume, which probably still will drain out the chime. And then at the very end, I'll put the, what do you call it? I'll put the chime at its lowest volume, and you're probably going to hear more of the Wheelock AS because that's how it goes. Alright, I just need to take this out. Completely forgot about that. So, yeah. Ironically, I actually got this Wheelock AS thanks to JJ Inc. 24, or I bought one off of him, so thank you, by the way, for that. This video was sponsored by, well, yeah, we're not going to go there. Alright, so I'm going to activate the smoke. So I can get the right spot. There we go. Okay, maybe you could have heard the chime there, so yeah. And oh heck, I'll reset after I set the camera down one more time, because as you know, I gotta go into the chime for this one. which requires 2 hands, so I want you to actually see the chimes, so there. And you could probably see the light, so there. Reset the system. And now I'm going to go into the CHBF1 and change the volume to low, which really is not going to do anything. It's going to give the Wheel-Lock AS a better advantage, if you know what I mean. And to wrap it up, we'll pull the Notifier NBG10 one last time. So I need the little tiny screwdriver because that's how I change the volume. Volume is right there, which I don't know if you can see. Okay, well I showed you in the last mini test, which was the mini test 54. So now we gotta bring up the volume all the way down. Also, CHBF1s or chimes are great alarms if you don't want to piss anyone off, if you know what I mean, because they're not loud. These guys, on the other hand, unless you're willing to irritate some people, then yeah, I would recommend these alarms because these are very rare and very nice devices. But they kind of are breakable, if you know what I mean. They're kind of faulty and they're cheap a little bit because they're plastic, and you know, that's just how Wheel-Lock ASs are. Okay, so let's finish up with the Firelight BG10, Notifier BG10, and BG10. Oh man, that AS is super loud. Low volume doesn't really make much of a difference. It's not as loud as the Wheel-Lock AS that I have. That's a 3rd generation on low volume, but it's still very loud on low volume even. I see the screw. And thankfully this is not a Simplex 4004, which I really do want to get one of those someday. That's actually, that was my dream panel at one point, before I found this. Ha ha ha. So let's screw this in. By the way, someday in the near future, I will get a panel, a smaller panel, and that panel might be powering up this mini test board, which would be awesome. So, alright, I did reset. So, that concludes it for mini test number 54.75 with the Wheel-Lock AS241575, Wheel-Lock CHBF1, which hasn't changed, and the Notifier NBG10. So, not really much else to say. Stay tuned for mini test number 55, which is going to introduce some new devices, as you guys know. So, as always, thanks for watching.